Well, I guess most notably was really that everything she talked about we're actually already looking at and considering here. So I do think we're on the right track in terms of making sure we're looking at across the breadth of things that are possible. I felt it was a little disheartening in that there's a lot of restrictions being put on by the feds in terms of the flexibility the states have. So there's only certain things we can really look at, and that makes it, I think, more challenging to achieve the kind of reductions in the short period of time which we're talking about. The maintenance of effort requirements do mean that there's only so much we can do on even reducing eligible population, so that will get maintained. We do need to maintain this as a safety net for a very vulnerable population. We have to have access to health care provided, and with the federal requirements, we can't even reduce below certain thresholds. So I think that's a good precaution. The other area that we've been concerned about with safety nets are those hospitals and other providers that really disproportionately serve folks that are on the Medicaid program. And the conversations that we've all had on this regard is very much indicative of that we know any new reimbursement process we put in place is going to have to make sure we build in protections for those safety nets. It's all we've heard about. I think everyone's very cognizant, at least in my caucus, on making sure that that is the population, both the providers and the people that we're caring for are protected in this process. The Medicaid Working Group is meeting very regularly, at least once a week, if not more. We are just going to be setting a meeting up next week where we're going to be, for the full Medicaid Advisory Committee, to be asking all the provider groups to come in and share with us their ideas on how we can be containing and reducing Medicaid liability. We really want to now turn towards getting input from provider groups here in Illinois, and then we'll sit down to really start trying to hash out and develop what it is we think might be a reasonable plan for us moving forward.